Good morning, dear students. We have completed our exercise 1F. I hope all of you might have understood. If still you have any query or you are not able to understand any of the question, you can contact me. Now today we are going to start exercise 1E. As we have done 2-3 questions in between also, we have represented under root 2 and under root 3 on number line. But then after that I have left it out that topic and I have started the exercise 1F. Correct, students? So today I will make you do 1E only. So before starting 1E, I have to explain you few points. Students, please pay attention. This is a new topic for you all. If you don't understand this topic properly, you are not going to solve any of the questions of this exercise. Correct? So the topic is representation of irrational numbers on number line. First of all, what are irrational number? Tell me. You might have remember. We all have done it. Irrational numbers are those numbers that are non-terminating and non-repeating correct. Non-terminating means they don't get the remainder 0, plus they don't get the remainder 0 when you divide them for the decimals. They keep on dividing as it is, and they don't repeat also, so but they are non-repeating. Correct. So they are, what are irrational numbers? Irrational numbers are those numbers that are non-terminating and non-repeating. And the under root numbers, what? Suppose under root 3, under root 2, so these are also non-irrational numbers, because these are those numbers which can never come out from under root. They remain in under root only. Correct. We cannot solve it. As I told you, they are non-repeating and non-terminating. So now let us start representation of irrational numbers on number line. Today I'll teach you the method that will be spiral method. Which method I'm going to teach you today? I'm going to teach you the method that is spiral method. What is spiral? All of you know what is spiral? You might be knowing. Suppose you all have seen the notebooks which has spiral binding in that. Spiral binding, it starts like this from the bottom and it goes on, and then when it gets finished, it gets stopped there. So this type of binding is called spiral binding. So the same method as the spiral method will do, which is started from one point and the another one is totally based upon the second for its construction. It is not an independent one. Correct? I hope spiral method is clear. Now before starting this method, let me introduce to the topic Pythagoras Theorem. Pythagoras Theorem, all of you have done it earlier also. See, this is our base, this is our perpendicular, and this is our height. So this is base, perpendicular, and we also call this as hypotenuse. So what does Pythagoras Theorem states? Pythagoras Theorem states hypotenuse square is equals to perpendicular square plus base square. I hope all of you might remember this thing. Now see, what I am going to do, I am going to calculate the different values of the roots or irrational numbers, how we get it on number line. So please pay attention how I am going to show it to you. Suppose we are taking as base 1, correct? In the first step, we are taking base as 1, and in all the steps, whatever I am going to show it to you just now, in all the steps, I will take perpendicular as 1 only. Okay. Now see, what is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is equals to base square plus perpendicular square. So base is 1 ka square plus perpendicular is again 1 ka square. 1 plus 1 will be 2. So hypotenuse will be under root 2. Correct? We get the value under root 2. Now under root 2 we got. Now what we will do, whatever the hypotenuse we will get in first step, that will be treated as a base for the second. जो फर्स्ट स्टेप का आपका हाइपोटेन्यूस होगा वो आपका सेकेंड स्टेप में बेस हो जाएगा, एंड परपेंडिकुलर विल रिमेन 1 ओनली. करेक्ट? परपेंडिकुलर विल बी 1 एंड बेस विल बी whatever the this one hypotenuse you got, that will be the base. Correct? Now see the second one. Now as I told you, base will be the hypotenuse, so base is under root 2, perpendicular will be 1. So hypotenuse square is equals to under root 2 square plus 1. So this will be 2 plus 1. So hypotenuse is equals to under root 3. I hope it is clear. Now as I told you, hypotenuse will be base. So now base will be under root 3 and perpendicular will be 1 itself. Correct? So hypotenuse square is equals to root 3 square plus 1 ka square. So this will be 3 plus 1. So this will be 4. So hypotenuse is equals to under root 4. So hypotenuse is equals to 2. Clear? Now see the fourth one. Same thing will repeat. Now base will be 2, perpendicular will be 1. So hypotenuse is equals to 2 square plus 1 ka square. So this will be 4 plus 1. So hypotenuse will be under root 5. Now fifth one. Now base will be under root 5, perpendicular will be 1. So hypotenuse square is equals to under root 5 square plus 1 ka square. So 5 plus 1, that will be 6. So hypotenuse is equals to under root 6. Now see the sixth one. Same thing, hypotenuse will be treated as base. So base is equals to under root 6, perpendicular is equals to 1. So hypotenuse square is equals to under root 6 square plus 1 ka square. So 6 plus 1, that will be under root 7. Now one more I am showing to you. Now base will be what? Base will be under root 7 and perpendicular will be same 1 only. So hypotenuse square is equals to under root 7 ka square plus 1 ka square. Correct? So 7 plus 1, that is under root 8. Now see, I have shown you how to find out the values of the given numbers or how to rationalize it or how to represent it. Correct? The steps I have shown you, but I haven't teach you how you will do it. Remember each and everything whatever I have taught you. Irrational numbers, what are irrational, what is spiral method, whatever method we are going to learn today, that is spiral method. And before starting spiral method, I have taught you what is a Pythagoras theorem. Correct? And with the help of Pythagoras theorem, I have find few values over here. Now see, I am showing you students this one. This is the conclusion of the previous thing whatever I have taught you. So no need to note down all these things in your notebook. Please all of you note down this one point. Correct? Before starting this one, you note down the definition of irrational numbers, plus you note down that we are going to start this spiral method today. So I hope it is clear. You have to note down all these things in your notebook. So now coming to the next is represent root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6 on a number 9. So students, before starting this topic, let me remind you one more thing that you have already done previously. How to make an angle of 90 degrees. Suppose this is a point. From this point you draw an arc here. Cut one arc, then here cut one arc, here and here, like this. Remember? So this is your angle of 90 degree. I hope all of you might remember how to make an angle of 90 degree. Now see, what are you doing in the next step? This is your scale, correct? This side you have centimeters, correct? This is centimeters, and this side you have inches. What you have this side? This side you have inches, and opposite side where that number is given, that is your centimeters, correct? It is written over there 15 centimeter scale. So that this side will be centimeter and this one side will be inches. So what you are going to do, you are going to put your scale over here like this, and then you will mark 1 inch over here. This is one, and this is another one, and this is another one, and this is another one. See, I have marked it here. So this will be 1 inch. What it will be? It will be 1 inch. But we are not going to write here 1 inch. Then what we are going to write here? We are going to write here 1 unit. What you will write here? 1 unit. I hope it is clear to you all. Now what is the first step? The first step is at point A. See students, it is not possible for me just now to show you each and everything with the help of these. So I am just simply drawing it, but you have to draw using your compass and your scale only. Please don't use your protractor, correct? So let us start at point A. What you will do at point A, I have taught you here. See, I have taught you how to represent root 2. For representing root 2, you have to take base 1 and perpendicular 1. For representing root 3, you have to take base root 2 and perpendicular will be always root 1. Correct? 1 unit. Now from point A, let us draw an angle of 90 degree. So let us draw this point here, this point here, this point here, this point here. So this will be an angle of 90 degree. Now as I told you, what you have to do in the next step, you have to cut 1 unit. 1 unit means whatever you have taken here, same distance you will take your scale over here and you will put here like this, and then you will cut 1 unit with the help of your compass. This is 1 unit over here. Mark this point as P, correct? Now what you will do, you will join O and P. What is the next step? you will join O and P. Although already I have made you do root 2 and root 3, but that we have done using our protractor. Now this I am doing using our compass. And students, you all have to use your compass only, otherwise it will be treated as wrong. So this is done. So this is 1, and this will be under root 2. Correct? Remember previous step what we have done. If the base was under root 2, so the perpendicular will be 1. Again same thing, from this point only draw an angle of 90 degree once more. Considering this, I have drawn this angle of 90 degree. Correct? Again I will take 1 unit, I will cut it. 1 unit means that 1 inch only. So this is 1, and now I will join this one point over here. Sorry, this one point is from here. This one point I have joined, this one is nothing. So this one point I have joined. Now see, this one is root 2, this one is 1, and remember when it is root 2 and root 1, so hypotenuse will be under root 3. So this one value will be under root 3. Now see, we have represented under root 2 and under root 3. What is the value of under root 2? Under root 2 is equals to 1.414 and under root 3 is equals to 1.732. Correct? Means these both will lie between 1 and 2. I hope it is clear. These both will lie between 1 and 2. Now what you will do, you will take your compass like this and you will put the needle of the compass on point A. Correct? On point A you will put, and next that pencil tip you will put it here. Correct? I hope it is clear to all. This pencil tip you will put it here, and from here you will mark an arc like this. Correct? I have pointed it. So this one point, see, root 2 to we have marked ki root 2 is being shown here. Now this root 2 is in air. If someone asks you where is root 2, you will tell, see ma'am, this is root 2. So he or she will give you absolutely 0. Why 0? Because this root 2 is not on the number line. This root 2 is in air. So what I have done, from this point I have drawn an arc, and this point is here. So this point will be root 2. Understood? Same, from needle you will keep here on 0 point, put the pencil here and draw an arc, and it will be approximately here. So this will be root 3. So this will be root 2 and this will be root 3. I hope it is clear, these two constructions. So students, what I want you today, you have to copy all this work in your notebook. Plus if you want, you can copy this also, but no need to copy because I have just explained you here. You have to copy only this one, conclusion work, in your notebooks. Correct? Till root 8, how to get the value till root 8, so that whenever we are doing the construction you don't face any problem. So till today we'll do root 2 and root 3 only, and your homework for assignment will be, you have to draw root 2 and root 3 only in your notebook, and the remaining I'll teach you tomorrow. I hope it is clear to all. If still you face problem, then feel free to ask me. Correct? Thank you all.